Hey everyone, it's me with ADHD and Happy New Year! 2018, huh? Whew, that was quite a year. But we're on a fresh start now, new year, and I for one am super excited about it. And I hope you guys are as well. So I thought I'd kick off this year with a photo shoot. Hopefully this will give you a little bit of an insight into what I do at work and in my spare time, and also you can see how ADHD totally affects all of my photo shoots. So here's a little clip from that photo shoot. I hope you enjoy it and stick around till afterwards so that we can talk about all the things that went wrong. Okay, so I think it went pretty well considering. Despite the fact that I am happy with the video and the photos came out really well, there were a few things that I did that I could have done better. Now, because I am so incredibly awful at checking everything, and also for the fact that I was so hyperactive and excited for this shoot, one thing I forgot to do is I forgot to check whether or not the tripod plate was on my tripod. So I brought this tripod with me, and then when I got there, I was totally unable to even use it. To be honest with you, it doesn't even matter how many times I check it or if I did remember to check it, because I always lose or forget something. That just happens every single time. I don't know why. This crippled the shoot because I wasn't able to help the model with any of the smoke bombs. She had to pull them herself and all that kind of stuff, which is a lot harder when you're holding two of them at the same time. And I was also unable to do any of the slow shutter speed shots that I wanted to do because it has to be mounted on a tripod so that it's super steady, so that you can't see the shaking in the shots when you're working with really low shutter speeds. So I right off the bat, I was unable to do half of the photos that I wanted to do. Another thing was, this was quite a remote location for the shoot. It's a little bit in the middle of nowhere, and it's a little bit creepy, to be honest. The actual set was, it used to be a mental hospital before it was burnt down, and then now that's all that's left of it. So it's a little bit creeps, but then on top of that, there's a horse trail that runs down the back of it, and there was like a bunch of guys on horses that came down the track, and they were like a little bit suspicious, I think, of what we were doing. So they were kind of circling us every now and again, just checking on us. I tried to say hello to one of them, but they didn't even like answer me, which added to the creepiness, to be honest. But this totally took my focus. And once my focus is taken away on something like that, I find it really, really hard for me to then refocus on what I was already focusing on. So the photo shoot suffered for it. I was supposed to be then focusing on getting the right photos, posing the model, getting new fresh ideas, you know, for different areas in that place. And all I could think about was these guys, and it just took my focus completely away. This then led me to not getting some photos and some video because I forgot, because my attention was somewhere else. I actually forgot to shoot the smoke bomb footage while I was there. That stuff in the video, that second part of the video, was shot the next morning because I had just completely forgotten the day before on that shoot. Sometimes it's just so hard to get your focus back to where you need it, and then that's when you start forgetting stuff. And another thing, you might notice that I'm not in any of the footage either. That's actually not by choice. I actually was going to use my drone to then circle us so that I could get footage of me taking photos of the model to kind of build the story and everything. So here I am pulling the drone out before realizing that I had took the SD card out the night before to dump that footage and then forgot to put it back in. Oh yeah, and I also forgot to tell the neighbors that I was using smoke bombs, so you know, naturally the fire brigade showed up. Luckily they found it really funny and they had a good laugh at me, so that's fine. So in spite of all these things that happened, I still think that the video came out pretty well, and I am happy with how the photos came out. I think that I got kind of what I was going for, and I really enjoyed the shoot itself. But this is like an everyday struggle for people with ADHD, as you guys know, and you can do all of your coping mechanisms and you can take your medication, but the truth is, it just happens from time to time. And more often than not, it leaves me feeling unhappy with my work, thinking to myself, if I just remembered these things, or if I just didn't get so distracted, then it would take my shoots to the next level and I'd be able to do everything that I wanted to do originally. But that's just the struggle for us though, right? But sometimes it's that very feeling that pushes you to want to do better next time and to do more next time. So in a way, I mean, it's kind of a good thing. Anyway, that's all I have time for you guys today. Happy New Year. It's good to be back in the new year. Hoping to get a ton more videos out this year. Don't forget to subscribe, stay up to date with all of my new content. Drop me a comment if you have experienced anything similar with your work. How does it get in the way for you? And also, I'm going to see you guys in the next one.